Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. In this morning's update, we're going to take a look at a few different factors. One, we're going to take a look at an article where XRP's volume actually rose about 75%. So we had a skyrocket in volume. We'll take a look at that as we get into this technical analysis. As we can see, XRP is right around the 63-cent mark. Doesn't really tell the story of what's been going on here. So what's going on is XRP, we had a nice little push up yesterday when we looked at the back test, especially if you were watching during the live. It had come up momentarily, and we talked about how if XRP was going to play this true, we had to come back and back test. And after we pushed up, we had a moment. Let's go into the higher time frame so it's easier to see last night. So we came up here, we got rejected within the 62.28 area. We talked about how we'd have to back test at the 61 cents. We had a very overzealous move down to 6009. So that actually came back up to that very first support level that was a resistance. We took it off of here because it's back on the uptrend. But we can see how it even tried to back test. That's why I said this was more of a spot trade to go long, not a leverage trade. As I said, I wouldn't touch it with the leverage trade because there was too much volatility. But there was definitely a chance for a spot trade here. And now we're looking to back test at 62.28. We came very close. We came all the way down to 6238. So now we're going to try to push up and out. As long as we don't lose 62.28, we're starting to trend towards that technical move of 74.69. As we know, the signal of this was to get over this initial pattern formation right here, which we got over and back tested around 61.2 cents, 61 cents, 608 as it kept coming across. Then we needed to come over to confirm a push over 62.28 and a hold. If we hold that, our next technical move here, as we're looking at the technical breakout of this descending triangle, that's right around 74.69 cents. So XRP is doing exactly what we wanted it to do the last couple days. It's broken out of here as I put in a buy signal when we were back here around 60 cents. I also talked about it at 59 cents. I talked about mine at 597. And then I showed last night that you could very easily come back into a spot trade around that 609, 61 cent level and then just go for the rally. So we'll see. Hopefully within comments, everybody's making the right decision, holding their XRP. I know there's a lot of fake narrative out there with XRP right now. I know a lot of people are telling you why this is a pile of shit and why you shouldn't own it and yada, yada, yada. But when more of the negativity comes out, I become even more bullish. I've given my reasoning why I thought XRP was still bullish, especially within the multi-year pattern that we have going on here. We know at least in the last couple of years we've created a bullish cup and handle. And right now we're trying to push out of this mid-tier handle resistance, which we've gotten over now. And it's a very important daily candle. That's an engulfing daily candle. And it's looking very bullish today. If we can get over this mid-tier resistance, we're coming up near the 73 cent mark, which is the actual handle resistance on that cup and handle. Well, the significance of that is we have a technical target right now of just over 74 cents. If we come up to where 74.6 cents is and then back test this would back test it at around 705. And then if you hold this, the technical target is actually all the way up to $1. It's right around $1.20. $1.20. I have no idea what this line is, but it's irrelevant. It's $1.20. You have that mid-tier resistance at 93.56 would be the handle resistance that started this handle on the bullish cup and handle. And if you don't know, for technical analysis, the cup and handle is the single most bullish pattern you can look for when you're trying to do technical analysis. So if you are a technical trader, this is a very bullish setup, and you need to understand what the implications here are, assuming this plays bullish, as 85% of the time this will break bullish. And we know the technical target out of this is $1.20. The crazy thing is, though, that's not the ultimate target. This March, from March of 2022, this is actually the short-term pattern in comparison to what the overall pattern is. And we're trying to see if this expansion zone is holding. That come down last night was very important to the expansion zone because resistance, support, all the way back up here to resistance. Now it's trying to use this as a support area. We've got the pivot point at 642 as the main resistance, which is how we created a head and shoulders pattern earlier. And now we need to get back above that pivot point. But with this pattern formation, if we go back in time, because I think it's important that everybody needs to see the all-time pattern, where I have the arrow up here. This is where it went to all-time highs on Bitstamp at around 330. Took us 27 months to come back down to March of 2020. That's where we finally hit the uptrend. So for 27 months, it consolidated to find support. Then after the lawsuit was announced, it bounced back to support after a big drop. Then in 21, it came up to $1.98. It took 9 days to go from 58.7 to 58.9 cents, all the way up to $1.97, $1.98 range. Then it had to come all the way back down to the uptrend to confirm this again, hit the uptrend again. Then it comes to resistance for the first time after hitting that downtrending resistance line, which was the third time. It did not come back to this uptrend. If it's starting on an expansion zone, this is our first opportunity for XRP to possibly break out. That's our first opportunity for XRP to possibly finally expand out of this 78-month consolidation in real terms. We are found our way into the expansion zone, and it really does look like we're getting ready to push out. So that's what we're looking at here in the immediate short term. We also look like we have a bullish reversal candle on the weekly here, which looks like a long leg doji. And we know these, if they start to break up, these can have volatile moves up in that same weekly candle. So we're very volatile here. But to me, it looks like we're trying to create that expansion zone, very sneakily, I might add. And for the first time, not come all the way back down in this pattern after hitting that resistance, and not come all the way back down here to that 38.8 cent area. Typically, every time it's hit that resistance up here, it's come all the way back down to the uptrend that started in March of 2020. So I think it's always good to give a very thorough analysis when we look at this in each morning, because it's very important. Every day it changes slightly. As for the XRP Bitcoin pairing, we talked about that this was ready for a bullish reversal. This is no secret. I've talked about this for days. When it was down here, we talked about the move back up to 920, but ultimately the technical target at 1092. I've shown very big correlations to the way how this pattern looks. So everybody who was skeptical needs to pay attention to what I'm showing you right now. That little setup, when you look at it in the smaller time frames, the 4 hourly, 3 hourly, we can see how it comes down, forms this descending structure. These are bullish reversals. There was a beautiful way to show this, and I've been trying to get everybody to buy Newmont. As we know, I've been getting everybody to try to buy First Majestic from $5.30, folks. First Majestic today is up another 4.4% to $8.27. I'm up better than 55% now. And I showed this descending structure just like the XRP Bitcoin pairing has. This is just in a larger scale. It's in a higher time frame. But look at Newmont Mining. Boom, creates that same descending structure. XRP Bitcoin pairing's right around there right now. And now it's coming to that volatile swing all the way up to $9.21 was my technical target. And that's not even the end target. That's just the first resistance. And now we can see it's playing out perfectly. And then furthermore, Newmont Mining. I told everybody at $33.50 something cents to buy Newmont Mining. And here we are at $40.59, continuing the skyrocket. I talked about this again when it was at like 37 bucks because it was well behind First Majestic, which is AG. That's a silver exposure there. That's why I bought First Majestic. But Newmont Mining puts in that same bearish reversal, or the bullish reversal formation. That's a descending triangle. So the reason I keep showing that, and then we look at B2 Gold, which I bought $4,222 on B2 Gold at $2.44. It's up 8 cents or another 2.8% to $2.94. Newmont Mining I put on $2,222 at $33.58. And I have First Majestic Mining I put just over around $1,200 or $1,300 at $5.31 or 38 cents. I can never remember. So pay attention to the precious metal sectors. They are absolutely exploding. We've got silver over $28 an ounce, up another 1.5% to $28.25 per ounce. And we've got gold at $2,356 per ounce. Yeah, hi. $2,356 per ounce, up $17.85, or up 0.75%. So I think it's always good to keep maintaining our view on gold and silver. But the whole point of showing you that with the Newmont Mining and First Majestic is you've seen how those patterns look. Now look at the XRP Bitcoin pairing in a smaller time frame. It's a smaller structure. It's not over such an expansion. But look how it created that exact same setup. You can't make this up. It looks identical to me. It's just in a smaller scale. We created this descending triangle. These are bullish reversals. And as we can see on the other charts, this looks like it's going to start doing something like this. It's just, I talked about it when it was down here. So it was all the way down at, it's already up like 15% from when I started to make this correlation. The pairing is. I've been trying to draw this correlation so everybody can see it. Now it's up about 7.5%. So XRP is looking pretty good here in relation to the pairings. But let's do the intro very quickly. I know it's been over 10 minutes already. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this live. I would greatly appreciate that. It'll help not only new viewers but older viewers as well to find their way back to the community. By you hitting that like button and YouTube recommending this update, when someone scrolls through their YouTube feed, my content pops up. So even if they've never seen us before, they've got some exposure. And if they're an older viewer that might have forgotten about us or just doesn't see our content pop up, that would be a perfect way to do it. If you're looking to trade XRP in the USA especially, but in Canada and cross borders as well, you've got BITUNIX. You don't need a VPN, and they have lowest spot and leverage trading fees in the USA. If you're looking for exposure to leverage trading, they also have that. And then they're also around in high times of volatility. So don't cost yourself 3 to 4% on each in and out, which would equal 6 to 7% on totality, just because you're trading on Uphold or an exchange that charges high fees. BITUNIX, you'll save an arm and a leg, you'll be able to make swing trades, and yada, yada, yada. If you're looking to send personal support, you can always send a YouTube super chat or join Tom's Army, as is my ask. If you do get anything out of this, one time per month to send a YouTube super chat or consider joining Tom's Army. But with that being said, good morning. 9:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we've looked all XRP through the XRP Bitcoin pairing. Now if we go to the XRP market cap, we're up 2.75%, up another 935.87 billion to 34.77 billion. XRP is moving out just like it should. We've pushed past these major resistance. Now we're going to look for a back test here right around 34.7 billion to see if we can hold. This red line doesn't need to be there. That was just to show us that resistance on that uptrending resistance that we've already broken out, but that blue line encapsulates that. So 34.7 billion would be the first chance to hold. If not, we'll come back down to about 33.3. But our next layer up, there's nothing in between. It's all the way up to 38.9 billion. And that very well could be the move up to 75 cents roughly for XRP. We know we have the mid-tier stop at 66.6 cents. But that's what we're looking at. Right now, we could still have a back test to 62.28. So just be aware of that. And then with Bitcoin, we're down 1,000 points or 1.4%. As we said, XRP is going to move up faster. Even if Bitcoin's falling, this is signifying that XRP had to move up still. The XRP Bitcoin pairing speaks of it. But Bitcoin hasn't fallen off yet. We're back testing. Don't make any mistake about this. We're actually on a reversal candle right now. We'll see if it's a true reversal or if it's a fake out. But right now we came back and back tested the structure breakout. And now if we stay on top of 70,475, we've got a technical breakout target to 79,377 on Bitcoin. So don't get it twisted here. Bitcoin's very bullish. It has this inverse head and shoulders put in place. And unless this breaks down, very bullish, and it should continue climbing about another 9,000 points. Bitcoin, if you look at it from the whole scale, let's just say it stays bullish, gets on top of 79,377, and finishes off this bull flag to 85,572 that came out of the broadening wedge breakout. And I'll put in an inverse head and shoulders. If we take out the true technical target from the actual cup and handle, now that a handle's formed, the technical target for Bitcoin going to the base of the cup, and that's how you do proper technical analysis. The true technical target, if this played out true, is actually all the way up at 115,000. Now you'd have to break 79,377, which is the structure resistance from the actual ascending formation we created in that bull flag or pennant flag setup, or however you want to determine it. The first target, 79,377. The technical target from the entirety of this bull flag or the flag setup of the pole is up to 85,572. The actual technical target of the base of the cup and up and measuring it out properly is up to 115,000. So those are your three major resistance here. So there is a chance during this halving and right leading into it or shortly after that, we could have a parabolic spike. But where does it go after that? Nobody knows. But that could be what Brad Garlinghouse is speaking of the $5.2 trillion total crypto market cap rising to there. Because if Bitcoin's at 115K, that market cap's going to have to go up extraordinarily high. It's going to have to go up much higher than 2.6 trillion. That just is what it is. And then I want to read this while I have everybody's attention still. Before I leave XRP, I want to talk about the XRP volume skyrockets by 75% as market regains momentum. XRP, the sixth largest digital asset, has experienced a surge in trading volume, witnessing a staggering 88% increase. According to CoinMarketCap data, XRP's 24-hour trading volume is higher than 87.9%, amounting to 1.56 billion worth of trades. This significant uptick in trading activity comes as bullish sentiment revives across the cryptocurrency market, signaling renewed investor interest and optimism. With Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies experiencing price increases and reclaiming prior price levels, confidence in the market's bullish momentum has been reignited, spurring increased activity across the board. Bitcoin, the first and largest cryptocurrency by market value, extended its comeback from the weekend, reaching an intraday high of 72,624, its highest level since April 1st. XRP tracked Bitcoin's price action, trading in the green at press time. Daily chart that was as late last night, but now Bitcoin's over. It's down about 1,000 points, 1,500 points. XRP extended its recovery from its April 5th low of 56.9 cents into the third day. Taken from the date, XRP will mark its third consecutive day of gains if today closed in green, and it did. At the time of writing, XRP was up 2.27% in the last 24 hours, and as we know, it's up over 63 cents right now. Eyes are currently on the possibility of a substantial break above daily moving average at 60.9, which might initiate a fresh rally for XRP price, which targets at 64.5 cents and 66.2 cents. Market sentiment booms, but there is a catch. According to CoinShares, digital asset investment products had strong bullish sentiment last week, with inflows totaling 646 million year-to-date. Inflows of 13.8 billion are at an all-time high, while exceeding the 10.6 billion recorded in 2021. Bitcoin attracted most inflows, totaling 663 million. XRP and Litecoin saw inflows of 0.1 million and 4.4 million, respectively. Despite this, CoinShares noticed that appetite from ETF investors, which had previously triggered the market rally, was moderating, with weekly flow levels not reaching levels seen in early March. While volumes last week fell to 17.4 billion, down from 43 billion in the first week of March, that is not to be unexpected, as the ETFs and the buyers of the ETFs, obviously they can't sustain that kind of buying pressure, and that's always been the problem here. And then the last thing, I want to read a little bit of information, and then I'll release this so everybody can see. Please make sure to hit that like button, so YouTube indeed does recommend this update. Ripple ecosystem expands. BCB Group chooses Medical for secure crypto custody. On April 9th, BCB Group announced that it had transitioned its digital asset custody operations to Medical's custody orchestration platform. BCB Group is a London-based financial services company specializing in the digital asset sector. They are Europe's top provider of business accounts and trading services for companies that operate with cryptocurrencies. Some of their major clients include well-known names like Bitstamp, Coinbase, Galaxy, Gemini, Huobi, and Kraken. BCB Group offers a range of services, including payment processing supporting over 30 currencies, foreign exchange, FX, cryptocurrency trading, and liquidity, as well as digital asset custody. The company was founded with the goal of meeting the high standards expected by traditional financial institutions wanting to enter the digital asset space. For this reason, BCB Group is regulated in both the UK and Switzerland. The team behind the company has experience working at major institutions like Barclays, Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank, and others. Medical is a Swiss company founded in 2015 that focuses on helping financial institutions securely manage and handle digital assets. Before Ripple acquired them in May 2023, Medical was already well respected, especially among European banks. Ripple, known for its blockchain-based payment solutions, bought Medical to broaden its services. Now Ripple can offer secure digital asset storage and management, which is incredibly important to institutional clients. The acquisition was beneficial for both companies. Medical gets the backing of Ripple's large network and resources, helping it grow faster. Ripple expands its reach into the world of institutional finance. Where secure cryptocurrency solutions are in high demand. According to a press release shared with Crypto Globe, BCB Group has migrated from a third-party digital asset custody technology provider to Medical's platform. This move consolidates BCB Group's technological framework for digital asset custody into a unified platform, thereby streamlining operations and bolstering its commitment to the highest standards of service quality. Supported by IBM's Cloud Hyper product services, this integration with Medical's platform is intended to optimize performance and ensure stringent security measures for digital asset transactions. This collaboration seeks to create a tamper-proof environment that enhances the trustworthiness and efficiency of BCB Group's custody services. Oliver Tonkin, co-founder and CEO of BCB Group, articulated the initiative as part of the company's broader mission to foster connectivity within the global cryptocurrency market. We continue to empower new global financial ecosystems by connecting the global crypto industry. This new era of value exchange can only be achieved by developing strong institutional foundations today. Our collaboration with Ripple, Medical, and IBM Cloud is a paramount step in this direction, as it enables BCB Group to continue delivering superior top-tier services to the digital asset ecosystem in a seamless, secure, and affordable way. This ties in perfectly with our pending authorization by the ACPR and the AMF, respectively, to act as the e-money institution and digital asset services provider in France, enabling us to deepen our institutional product offering with the EAEA. Aaron Sears, representing Ripple, highlights the collaborative nature of this venture, emphasizing its potential to scale BCB Group digital asset services while adhering to stringent regulatory and security standards. We are thrilled to collaborate with BCB Group to provide an institutional-grade custody platform, enabling BCB Group to scale digital asset services for clients while maintaining superior regulatory compliance and security standards. A secure and versatile custody infrastructure is foundational to scaling business models to the digital asset economy while being able to promptly comply with existing or yet to come regulatory requirements across the globe. Thank you for watching this morning's update. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends the update. And a special shout out to the members of Tom's Army who helped fund this program. And if you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments.